know what I'm saying?
Swear to God.
You know.
Look in the mirror, what do you see? I see someone dealing with heartbreak. When I love her into my heart ache. I know how a Cuban cigar tastes, but that do not help with the heart pain. My little brother died in the car chase. He spent on my older brother from inside the wheel. He got the car sprayed. Look in the mirror, I see a great man. But look in the mirror, I see a great man. Just look in the mirror, I see a great man. I see a great man. I see a great man. I used to live like a caveman, stressed until I done got gray hair. Me and Odell Beckham having conversations, relating to life well. Only the play to say I entertain. I done matured, I was being lame. I had some cuts turned into stains. You know I'm still praying for this flavor. I'm still affiliated with the game. Bread on a gang. Cop lights, no looking around at the stoplight.
All right, Shalom. Shalom, Mashallah, Shalom, Mashallah, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Hold on, Salaki. All right, make sure I'm on mic. All right, yeah. All right, Khan. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Kalim La, Allahayinawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. All right. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that rule well. Strong salutations to you brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and in sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shai Brakatim to the whole elect. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, man, the elect. All right, and as you can see it, I got this video playing an opening clip. Another OBJ film, if you will, highlight, whatever you want to call it, right? And pretty much, you as a spiritual man, and one of the things I had wanted to pull in the last video, but I didn't get to pull was this. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14. It says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, right? The Spirit of Yahweh." Bashim Shai says, "For they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man." Right? And pretty much, if you've been following OBJ, I've been following OBJ since I was in 8th grade, man. We talking like almost about 7 years. No? All right? And since 8th grade, right before high school, So pretty much, I've been following OBJ, and if you was a fan or you've been following him, because I used to study, me being a wide receiver or being a former wide receiver, when OBJ was one of the main guys who I would study. I would watch his LSU college clips, And, he was a straight dog at LSU. And he was a straight dog for the Giants. His rookie year, he killed, he straight killed shit. A fellow Louisiana native. Myself, I'm a Louisiana native. All right. But anyway, he got a little story. Back in 2018, he broke his ankle. All right. In 2018, he broke his ankle, and that was a trial of adversity that the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, put him through. All right. And he got he known for the hair. Pretty much he got his hair back right. He got it black, right? He got his hair at his natural color. If I had made a video a while, it's about a year ago, coming up on a year, several months back. I made a video that OBJ smitten because he dyed his hair back blind, and pretty much he broke his ankle, but then he tore his ACL. I don't want to say it was back-to-back years. I think, he broke his ankle, then he came back, and then, 2020, right? He tore his ACL. Or 2019. It was one of them, bro. I think it was 2017 he broke his ankle. Right? And then 2019 he tore his ACL. It's one of them years, bro. I can't call it. It's one of them things, man. Oh, it was last year, right? Yeah, it was last year. Anyway, who knows, right? But he had a trial of adversity, man. All right, and what I want to focus on, a trial of adversity make great men. OBJ, he's people gravitate towards him, man. All right, because he got that certain spirit towards him, and that was just because he played football real well, because it's just the spirit that's in that person. It's something about different people that they have a spirit on them that people gravitate towards. People want to gravitate to them. People receive. It's a certain energy that people get off of these certain people. Whether it's ambition, motivation, all right, inspiration, all right. These things that help you go. You got these different damn musical artists. They fans talk about how when they listen to when they listen to their music, they say, "Thank you, I needed this. This what kept me going when I was down. This and this and this." You see, different people gravitate towards the people for different sorts of reasons, man. Right? And I had these in these scriptures listed, but like Yahweh Shai, the greatest man that walked the earth, he had trials and tribulations he went through, and people gravitate towards him for his spirit, not just things that he did, but for who he was, man. Right? He was the son of the Most High. He was the only begotten. The Apostle Peter, right? Yahweh Shai asked, "Who am I?" And the Apostle Peter said, "Thou art the anointed of Yahweh." Right? He said, "Thou art Hamashiach." Right? So, just thinking of a scripture. Then you had David, and pretty much it starts in the spirit. Is who you are, man. The Lord looks on the inward man, right? Let me see it. Yeah, this is 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, "Look not on his countenance, and on the height of his stature, Salakia, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart." Right? Meaning the mind. Right? Because David was what? A man after Yahweh Shai's own heart, man. Right? Let me get this next. He was a man after the Lord's own heart. All right? This is Acts chapter 13, verse 22. "And when he had removed him," talking about King Saul, "and he raised up unto them David to be their king, to whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart." You see, meaning my own mind. David had a mind after the Yahweh. That's what the Most High said, man. Right? It says, "Which shall fulfill all my will." Right? Meaning he was a great man of faith, man. Right? Because let me get that. Get that in Hebrews. Right? You gotta think about it. There's nothing but faith for a teenage boy slaying a damn grown ass man, right? With a rock and a sling stone, man. Knowing that Yahweh controls the narrative, man. You see? For the battle is the Lord's. That's what King David said. For the battle is Yahweh's, and he shall give the entire hand. Right? This is Hebrews 11:6. "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh," right, by Shema Shah, "must believe that he is." Right? Yahweh, he is, man. He is power. Right? "And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." All right? I'm going to get that in the power creator. Let me see that. "If anything too hard for the Lord." Let me get that. Too hard for the Lord. Let me see. That's in Jeremiah, ain't it? Yeah, Jeremiah 32:17 says, "Ah, Lord Yahweh, behold, thou hast made the heaven and earth by thy great power, and stretched out arm, there is nothing too hard for thee." You see that? "Thou shewest loving kindness unto thousands, and recompense the iniquity of the father, Salakia, unto the bosom of their children after them. The mighty power, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name." Right? And that's one of the reasons why I named my camp, the Israelite Calvary, because cavalry is what? Pretty much a branch of a military of pretty much mobile troops, right? Troops that's on horseback, if you will, right? Whether it's a literal horse or power, all right? The power that we ride on is Yahweh Shema Shah, all right? We got the chariots, which that's the Yahweh Shema Shah, really. You know, that's the vehicles of the Heavenly Father, man. You got the cavalry. Cavalry is what? A military branch or a military formation, if you will. It's like not a formation, but a military, a sect, like a sect of a military, right? It's a group of a military, if you will, right? And a host is what? A military, all right? Army, Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh of army. What is the host? The heavenly army, all right? But Yahweh got a heavenly host, and he got a host on the earth. That's why it says in Jeremiah. Let me get that. And it's, not to get off topic. This is Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. You see, for with thee will I break a piece of the nation. With thee will I break it. It says, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, man. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah actually has a cavalry in the heavens, and he got a cavalry on the earth, right? So this is militant. What do they call it? Militant. Yahweh Shema Shah is the most militant. Yahweh created militant, right? One of his titles is Yahweh of hosts, the power of hosts, meaning army, meaning military, man. That's why I named my camp the Israelite Cavalry. You know, that's one of the main reasons. One of the reasons, that's a damn good reason, man. Because that's one of Yahweh's titles is what? Yahweh of hosts, or power of hosts, God of hosts, the Lord of hosts, right? I mean, the King of hosts, man, right? And Yahweh is a man of war. Anyway, let's get back on topic, man, because we're talking about great men. All right, let's go back to what it was, 1 Samuel 16:7. All right, 1 Samuel 16:7 said, but the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. Right? And let me read this, one of the King David's final words. Right? This is 2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 1. It says, now these be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed of the power of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel said, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. The power of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me. Right? The rock is Salah. Right? Salah. A lot of people don't know why King David, at the end of most of his psalms, why he said Salah. Right? If you didn't know, Salah means rock, or stone, or rock. Like my rock, Yahweh, my rock, the rock, right? If you notice in the Psalms, King David always said, my rock, and he says, the God of Israel said, the rock of Israel, right? The rock Salah, right? That rock, right? And notice how pretty much David took that rock and that sling stone, all right? That rock was a representation of Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is that stone, that rock, because, Yahweh Shema Shah is our rock. Yahweh Shah is our chief and head cornerstone, man. Right? It says, he that ruleth over men must be just. Right? Ruling in the fear of Yahweh. By Shema Shah says, he shall be as the light of the morning, and when the sun riseth, even morning without clouds. As the tender grass spring out of the earth by clear shining after rain. Although my house be not so with Yahweh by Shema Shah, yet he hath made with me an everlasting covenant. What does that mean? Although my house be not, because King David, because the Lord brought up because the Lord had cursed David and said that the sword shall not depart from thy house, because he committed adultery and he shed innocent blood. Right? So that was his judgment for committing adultery and shedding innocent blood. Right? It says, although my house be not so with Yahweh, yet he hath made with me an everlasting covenant. Right? Because the Lord did make an everlasting covenant with him. Right? It says, order in all things and sure, for this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. right? Let me get to say in all my temptations. No, that ain't it. But let me get this. Alright. Psalm 66. It's classic. Psalm 66 verse 10 says, "For thou, O power, has proved us, thou hast tried us as silver is tried. Thou broughtest us into the net, and thou laidest affliction upon our loins. Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place," man. You see that? Catching hell, but then reaping the benefits, the rewards, man. And that's why, you know, Psalm 37, all right? Psalm 37 and start at verse 1. It's a Psalm of David. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers," meaning don't get outraged, right? Enraged, right? It says, "Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in Yahweh and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Commit thy way unto Yahweh, Bashem Awashai, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." You see, "And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as a light, and thy judgment as a noonday. Rest in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Awashai, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him that prospereth in his way, because of the men who bring wicked advice to pass." Right? "Cease from anger, forsake wrath, fret not thyself in any wise do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord Yahweh Shai shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth." Right? "And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." You see? All right? So this is, it's a test of great men. All right? It says Luke 22 and 28, it says, "Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint to you a kingdom as my Father have appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table," right, "in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." Right? "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee both into prison and to death." And that's how you got to be. You got to be in that mode, man. Right? This is a test of great men. All right? Second Ezra chapter 2 verse 43. "And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sire, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the son of Yahweh. It is the son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. And this is the condition of the battle. This is the fight, man. Right? Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power, right? The Lord thy power, Yahweh Shema Shai, thou hast seen, man. All right, and this is the condition of the battle, man. Like I said, condition of, all right. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 57. He said, Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory,
he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the light where Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life, that thou mayest live. Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him, no, nor me, which I have spoken unto them. That there should be, that it said, like it said, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. I answered then and said, I know, Lord, that the Most High is called merciful, and that he have mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world. All right. But this is the condition of the battle, man. That's another thing I wanted to get with Revelation 3. All right, this is Revelation chapter 3. All right. In verse 21, it says, to him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and sat down with my Father in his throne. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, man. So with that, giving our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakab, Wadash, Kalim, La, Allahayana, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakab, Wadash, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Barakat, Total Select, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, man, and the elect. All right, DTA, Death to America, Abba, Babal, come out, Allah, Shalom. Shalom to elect, man, Shalom.